Okay, people, welcome, everybody. People, smash that like button. Guys, again, tomorrow we are back at it. All right. Tomorrow, Manchester United take on Bournemouth. Or is it Bournemouth take on Manchester United? Whatever you want to call it. Listen, we have a game coming up tomorrow. All right. We have a game coming up tomorrow. And it's an important game. All right. It's a game that we cannot just say, you know what, forget about it. Season is over. Uh, let's just put in the kids and call it a day. No. It's a game that we actually need to show up, and it's a game that we need to get counted for. It's a game that if we win it, we can climb a table, right? We can go to 13th. So are we going to win that game tomorrow? Listen, Bournemouth, they're a good team. All right. Semenyo and them, they're a good team. And it's going to be pretty a daunting task for us to beat Bournemouth because Bournemouth, they are actually sitting 10th. All right. We are 15th. Jesus Christ. All right. So we're sitting 15th. Bournemouth are sitting 10th. They're a good team. Can we beat them? You know what? If you ask me any day, Manchester United team of ours, they can beat anybody. All right. But it's going to be tough. All right. It's going to be tough because we are away at Bournemouth. You know, they're definitely feeling good for themselves. Obviously, they're sitting higher than us. Yeah, it's going to be tough. But yeah, before we jump into that, other news today, we heard that there's this story. All right. There's news out there that this guy by the name of Andre Onana we may get a bailout where a team from the Saudi league may come in and offer us some kind of money to take Onana out of our hands. Now that's very strange because yesterday we saw reports that Andre Onana just purchased a mansion in Manchester. All right, so that being the case, what's the deal here? All right, what's the deal with Onana? So let's start there because again, it's an important story that a lot of people, they want to see the back of Onana, right? People want to see the back of Onana. So let's see what we have when it comes to the whole Onana situation. All right. Apparently, according to Fabrizio Romano, there's an interest from the Saudi club for Andre Onana, but Manchester United will only consider selling him if they receive a good offer. All right. What did we hear today? Today we got info, if I can find it. This club is called Neon or something like that. What's going on? Let me find it here real quick. Give me a second, people. I should have been better prepared, but it is what it is. Let's see if I can find it. It's called Neon SC, if I'm not mistaken. 1 second here. Andre Onana. People, I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Today we saw Real Madrid got beat by Barca, which was honestly frustrating. All right, definitely frustrating to see that game today, but it's one of those, man. What can you do? Yeah, so the Cameroon goalkeeper season has been littered with a string of errors as United look set to record their worst ever Premier League finish. Onana has struggled since he switched to Old Trafford from Inter Milan, and may seek a move away to regain his confidence and form. All right. According to reports from Foot Mercato, they're saying that Neom, Neomsc, all right, set to be promoted to the Saudi Pro League next season, have opened major discussions with the player, and will attempt to persuade him to move to the Middle East. All right. So that is the information that was being circled around today. All right. That got a lot of people excited. Because guys, listen, in order for us to even consider getting Onana out of our books, we need close to like 30 million without getting hit with PSR issues, right? Ciao, Visca, Barca. Yes, 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 man. Visca, Barca for sure. I mean, yo, you guys deserved it, man. You guys deserved it. Real today, they did not show up again, which is, frustrating. It kind of basically shows the kind of season that Real have had, kind of similar to Man United. No, not similar. Real, they still have a chance to win the La Liga. But yeah, man, Real today, they couldn't do the job, man. Especially that first half. The first half was frustrating. They could have done better. But yeah, for sure. Visca, Barca, for sure. And listen, that Barca team, yeah, yeah, that Barca team is going to be crazy. Charles said tomorrow's games are meaningless. Well, yeah, you can say that, but if we could win it, we'll go to 13th. Each level we go up, we can guarantee like what? I think it's 3 million or something like that, or 30 million. Is it 30 million or 3 million? There's a money that we're getting each the higher we finish, right? So there is something to play for in that game tomorrow, right? There is something to play for in the game tomorrow. So I expect Ruben Amorim to have kind of a strong team, right? They're going to have kind of a strong team because honestly, we have a big game coming up on Thursday, a small game by, Europa levels, right? So he would want his first team players to be ready, all right? So we can definitely see a very strong team. Obviously, we're gonna jump in here and try to predict what he's gonna line up for tomorrow. Do me a favor and let us know what's your predicted lineup for tomorrow, man. The Silver Sandwich, what up? Listen, the Silver Sandwich, let us know what team you support. That is the price of admission, all right? Smash a like, hit that subscribe button, and then we may consider to give you a shout out. What's going on, man? Welcome. We need to focus on, yes, we need to focus on Europa. I agree with you, Chow. I agree with you, all right? So, yeah, so Silver Sandwich, let us know what team you support, man. It doesn't matter. It does not have to be Manchester United. Let us know whatever team it is. Chow is saying Hansi Flick is won 7 straight final. Yeah, dude, I saw that he was holding a whole bunch of trophies. It's madness. Dude is a good coach, man. He's a good coach. Yeah, but Chow, listen. One thing I'm saying is, in tomorrow's game, right? The reason that I'm thinking Ruben Amorim will go strong. Oh, look, a la Madrid. Let's go. Silver Sandwich. Welcome, a la Madrid, man. Welcome, Silver Sandwich. There's your shout out. Welcome to the family, man. There you go. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe. But yeah, me too, man. My second team is a la Madrid. That guy that you see up there by the name of Chow, he is a Visca Barca type of dude. Right now, he's buzzing. At least one of his teams is doing the bits. All right. Yeah. I was watching that, obviously, the El Clasico today. It was frustrating. Real Madrid have lost their step. Right. So, yeah. So it's going to be interesting. The Silver Sandwich, let us know what you think. Who's going to be your next manager or coach at Real Madrid? I'm thinking it's going to be Xavi Alonso. But some people don't think that way. They're talking about, what is that, Jurgen Klopp? I don't think so. Yeah. Chow is saying, hold that, Madrid. There you go, man. Listen. Yeah. Holding it. All right. Southgate, what's going on? Cunha. Silver Sandwich is saying, I'm not sure. Welcome. Norwich, what up? Okay, I see. That's what you guys decided. That's why you're gonna enter today with that the vibe. That's what's up, man. But yo, Chow, what I'm saying is for tomorrow's game, Ruben Amorim is gonna go strong because the players haven't played for a week, so he's gonna have a lot of his starting team in that game tomorrow. All right? Yeah, Chow. That's what I'm thinking too. It's possibly Xavi Alonso, man. because I don't see Jurgen Klopp coming off of retirement, whatever he is, to be a Real Madrid coach. Again, it's a big job. Things have happened. So yeah, United FC07, Visca Barca. You too. So United FC07, you're like ciao. That's what's up, man. All right. That's interesting. Norwich, I'm not gonna watch that. Whatever that is. Okay. No. What is that? Okay. What is that? Okay. Listen, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch. Nah, cause Madrid tried to back out of the final. Yeah. But yeah, man. Listen, watching the game today, man, it was interesting, man. From the beginning, I could see Barca. They looked like they were more into like they wanted it more for some reason, especially that first half, right? Uh, you know, uh, Listen, man. Okay, yeah. When I'm done here, I'll search it. Because knowing you guys, you're probably trying to send me somewhere to watch some madness. All right. So yeah, I'll check it out. Okay, fine. I'll check it out. You twisted my arm. They said about the ref being against them. Yeah, I just love seeing Madrid get humbled. Yeah, they were going after the ref, man. The ref, he has been under huge scrutiny, and especially if he had given that penalty, that would have been crazy, right? It would have been crazy. But I'm glad he came to his senses and he didn't give that penalty for Barca. People, smash that like button, man. If you haven't done so already, welcome. But yeah, so Onana could be on his way out, but this is so crazy. I'm seeing reports now that that the link for Neon SC, Ben Jacobs, I just saw a report 3 hours ago. He's saying that he understands that Neon SC are not exploring a deal for Andre Onana. There is no interest in signing the Manchester United keeper. So again, that the Neon SC links talking about them coming in for Onana could very well be one of those that are not. Of course, they haven't been collaborated by any major tier ones like Ornstein or Fabrizio, right? So that being the case, you kind of have to take these things with a grain of salt, right? Whenever you hear that, especially the man just bought a mansion in Manchester. Why would you just buy a mansion and then you're about to be going to Saudi? It doesn't make sense. But again, millionaires can do whatever millionaires do, right? But I really don't see Onana leaving. Now, if he does leave, I'm sure people will be jumping, doing the dance of joy to see him gone. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this story progresses, because who knows what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow we may hear from the important people, the tier ones, Ornstein, Fabrizio, saying, "Hey, yeah, those links are concrete." Now, Fabrizio had said in the past that some teams in the Saudi league, they are looking at Onana, because obviously in Europe it's going to be tough, because there's very few teams that can pay 30 million for a player, especially a goalkeeper like Onana after the season he has had. So it's going to be tricky. Anyways, beside the final, Amadinho finally back. Yeah, man. United FC07, Amadinho is finally back. We should see him next week. Is he going to be available for the first leg Europa? No, I don't think so. We should expect him back, maybe second leg kind of thing, right? And of course, Cunha is on his way, man. Cunha is on his way. That is good. That's a tick for the Ineos and the crew. I can't believe we lost. Yeah, Southgate, man, dude. It was tough, dude. It was tough. Tony, what's going on, man? So, Tony, what did you do with the chicken? Let us know, man. What did you decide to do with the chicken? All right. If you know, people. You gotta be in it to know. All right. Life is starting again. The third time. Yeah, man. Not number one shot stopper. I know, man. Number one shot stopper, man. Could be heading out, but Ben Jacobs is kind of putting cold water in that story by saying that he understands that Neom SC are not exploring a deal for Andre Onana. There is no interest in signing the Manchester United keeper, right? So, it could be fake news, but again, it doesn't take much for things to hit the socials and everybody takes it and run with it because that's what people want to hear. They want to hear Onana leaving. Of course, there were talks that what is it? Ruben Amorim is not very happy, obviously, with his performance and all this stuff. Ruben Amorim may want to change a goalkeeper to bring in his own goalkeeper. So it's very easy for stories like that to take a life of their own and to spread, and folks to go all crazy about it, right? So, but again, we shall see. But if you hear it from people like Ornstein, then you know it's happening. All right. But yeah. Um, and not Tony's the number one Butterfinger. Butterfinger, that's funny, man. No, but actually, I don't really mind having Onana or not. Our defense is already solid. That's exactly United FC07. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Onana next season, because goalkeeper was not part of the agenda when it comes to the summer transfer, right? So if they can keep Onana for next season, whatever, they know, okay, this is what we can expect from Onana, but he's not the worst goalkeeper ever. Yes, he's definitely a risky guy to have back there because you can never know. Like whenever he gets a shot, it's 50-50. He can either save it or the ball could go in the back of the net. All right, so he's a liability in that goal. But confidence-wise, attitude-wise, he kind of fits that demeanor of a player of Manchester United, right? And he's loved at the club and whatever. So if they can push it to next season, yeah, they can probably do it. Now they will still need to bring in another goalkeeper because we're losing Heaton, right? So we're looking at Preston North End goalkeeper. So obviously we're gonna bring in someone not at the level of Onana, but we ideally want to bring someone in who can compete with Onana. So that being said, I think Onana, the way I'm seeing it, he may end up staying, and maybe they deal with it next summer. When the goalkeeping market is better, because right now you're gonna pay crazy money for any goalkeeper, right? Andre Onana, let's see. He did a chili lime seasoning in a skillet with a butter baked broccoli and vegetable yellow rice. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good, dude. That sounds good. Yeah, I ordered pizza. I ordered pizza, man. I was sitting here watching a movie with Levi, and then he was like, dude, what do you want to eat, man? It was like, pizza. I was like, all right, cool. So we ordered pizza. It's one of those like from Pizza Boli. It's like cheesy stuffed pizza with all the meats, of course, all the meats and the veggies. Delightful. But yeah, that's what's up. Southgate said, "I want to hear Onana leaving." Dude, I know, man. You and a million of other people out there, they want to see Onana leave. Leave Andre Yeshin. That's funny. Onana can play chess with the fans while the defense handles everything else. That's how good the defense. Yeah. And dude, I think that even next week, right, Lord Heaton, that's funny. Even next week, when we're facing Athletic Bilbao, we're gonna depend on that defense big time, right? Definitely Onana is gonna be starting, but our defense has been pretty solid, and Maguire is gonna be in the back three for sure, right? If he's not up top, right? So definitely Onana is gonna be starting. Maguire is gonna be one of those back three. But I think if we're gonna win this thing, when we win this Europa League, it's going to be mostly our defense doing what they're supposed to do to block those shots that will be barraged against Onana. Because every team right now, they know our Achilles heel is this guy, Andre Onana. So they will go at him. Yeah. Pizza for the win. There you go, man. Onana can join Messi and make them concede a lot of goals. Well, yeah, that would be interesting. If he comes to the MLS, he will fit in nicely. Onana will be feeling nice in the MLS, man, with Messi and them. You know, because he's that guy, man. He has that persona. You know. Yeah. So people, tomorrow, obviously, we play. All right. What is your predicted lineup for tomorrow's game, man? Drop your predicted lineup for tomorrow's game. Now, just put into consideration that our players have not played for a week. All right. The boys haven't played for a week. So, what are we thinking about tomorrow's lineup? Let's get that out of the way. This live is going to be a quick one, man. Yeah. Maguire, new position, unlocked. He is now 9.5. I know, right? Yeah, man. Listen, dude knows how to position himself to receive those crosses from Maguire and them. So you may not be wrong, you know. But imagine, it's so crazy, right? Imagine in training, right? In training, obviously, whatever happened the other day with Maguire, it's not a fluke. They worked on that, right? So imagine in training, you as Rasmus, you see, you're supposed to be the one putting the ball at the back of the net, and you see drills going through with Maguire up top, and you are sitting there. What are you doing? Are you watching him? What are you doing as Rasmus? What are you doing? You see Maguire being put up top. Okay, Maguire, this is what we're gonna be doing. Cross, back post, header. Da, da, da. You know, they work on these things. So it's just crazy, man. I don't know how Rasmus is feeling within himself, you know, seeing all that. And listen, Ruben Amorim did say like Rasmus is trying very hard, but sometimes he tries too hard and then he messes up. But they're working on him. They're working on some of his basics to see how they can help him and stuff like that. So, I think what they're thinking is if Rasmus was to get maybe one goal, it could be something to kind of give him that belief that, hey, man, listen, one goal can turn into two, can turn into three, like that, So obviously tomorrow in my predicted lineup, he's starting. And my lineup I'm going to start, it's going to be Onana on goal, back three, Yoro, Maguire, Mazraoui. Midfield four, on the left wing back is going to be Harry Amas. My midfield two is going to be Ugarte and Casemiro. And then right wing back is going to be Dorgu. All right. Up top, I'm going to go with Bruno and Garnacho. Well, yeah, Bruno Garnacho or Bruno Mainoo. No, he's going to start Garnacho. I said Bruno Garnacho, Rasmus. And then, of course, Mainoo is going to come in at some point. Ideally, I want Mainoo to start. So maybe he starts Casemiro and Mainoo as a midfield two. And then the rest, as I said it, he may do that. But I think he's going to go strong. The only change maybe would be Harry Amas coming in. But everybody else, it's going to be basically the starters because he has to give them momentum because those guys they haven't played for a week. All right. Let's see. Oh, my days. Maybe out Hoyland in defense, then Maguire up front. You know what? That is a good United FC07. That is thinking outside the box there. Rasmus, listen, go in the back because you like to again tackle people, but again, you don't want him in the box because he may give out some penalties and stuff. Right? People, smash the like button if you haven't done so already, guys. Smash the like button. Onana to Barnsley. Nah, man, ain't gonna happen. They cannot afford him. All my days. Onana to QPR. Nah, ain't gonna happen. Please, Tottenham, turn to their 2019 form and defeat Liverpool. Oh my God, dude, that will be monumental. Liverpool lose tomorrow? No, they're not. They're not gonna lose, man. What time is their game? At 11:30. So it's after our game. Yeah, man. Tottenham are crappy. All right, they're worse than us. How are they going to stop Liverpool? Liverpool, they have a trophy in sight. How are they going to stop him? But it will be beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yes, Southgate, I'm with you, man. We Maguire up top, Onana as a center back, and the Rasmus as a keeper. I think they all would really well. That's funny. United FC 07 said Onana, Euro, Maguire. Yeah, Amas, Mazraoui, Drogu, Ugart, Casemiro, Bruno, Garnache, and Mainoo. Okay, so you're dropping Rasmus. Okay, all right, that's cool. Ciao, what up? Would you start Cheeto over Rasmus? 100%. Ciao, 100%. But the thing is, Ruben is not going to do that because he needs Rasmus fit. Like the rhythm. You see, with these players not playing for a week, they need that to get that. I don't know what is it called. Yeah, I think I'll call it rhythm or that pace of the game, whatever you want to call it. They need that because not playing more than a week for these players is not good, right? Squeegee, what's going on, man? Good to see you. That's what's up, man. Hope you're well, dude. Hope you're well. Are you going to be in the game tomorrow? Are you planning to take a trip to Bournemouth? Let us know, man. How have you been? Let's see. South here said, I hope that happens, but they're not. Yeah, they're not losing tomorrow, dude. Why Rasmus needs hold on the bench? Well, yeah, because I would like to see Cheeto, man. I want Cheeto to be given more time. You know what I mean? More like second half, bring in Cheeto. But again, Ruben would want Rasmus to be as fit as possible for that Thursday game. Because again, we play Sunday, next game is Thursday. So some of these players, some of our starters, they may play 90 minutes. Okay. Now, of course, you're risking injury, right? But again, if you don't play these starters and you decide to play a whole bunch of kids, what is happening is you're not really helping our starters when it comes to Thursday because they're not gonna be game fit, you know. So yeah, Tottenham are bad. They lost to Leicester. They did. Oh yeah. Tottenham, dude. Sometimes it's good to see that there's somebody else worse than us. All right. Yeah, Leicester today lost to Wolves, of course. And our boy Cunha had a goal and assist. When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that's an additional, 10 million. You know, that's why I would like for this Cunha deal to be finalized ASAP. Because this guy, the more games he plays, there's going to be more eyeballs on him, right? Because right now, yes, he wants us, but we like to lock him down now. As he keeps on scoring, teams like, I don't know, Arsenal, Chelsea, whatever, they were not really keen on him, but now as they see him doing what he's doing, they'll be like, you know what? Why is Man United all over this guy? Let's go in and get him. And some of these teams, money is not a problem. If they go and pay the 60 million release clause, he's gone. You know? So yeah. We need to lock him down quickly. United FC Limited Tottenham are very unstable, just like their shots on target. So I don't know if we can trust. Yeah, we can't trust him. I'd like to see Cheeto come in either like a 70th, 80th minute. Yeah. 65, get some time to adjust. Yeah, true. Squeegee, my man. Exactly, Tony. Norwich, did you search for Skibidi toilet? No, yeah, man. I will. Big Ange sacking soon. Dude, Big Ange, if he wins them the trophy, Big Ange may stay. Squeegee, not at the game tomorrow. It's all about Thursday, baby. Are you planning to go to Bilbao for the Thursday game? Yo, Squeegee, wait. Were you at the Lyon game? I hope you're at the Lyon game, dude. Because that would be like the memories that you would have made that day if you were at the game, you would never forget forever. Just as us who were watching on TV, we'll never forget that day. It was amazing. I start. Second Cunha. Yeah, yeah. That's what we want. We want Cunha to start messing up. Cunha needs to start messing up. How the hell did Tottenham get past Frankfurt? Listen, think about Tottenham, man. They're so unreliable, undependable. You know, they're a terrible team. Oh, it kind of sounds like us. Yeah, that's why we're kind of on the same boat. Big Ann sounds like a Disney Channel aunt. I know. Squidgy said, "No, I didn't make the ballot. Sadly." Oh, okay, okay. But yo, that game, man, against Lyon, it was epic. Also, can we respect the run if Boulder Glimt definitely an underdog? Yeah, 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 man. Boulder Glimt is a good team, dude. It's a good team. We played them, but they didn't have their full squad. Right? They're a good team. I want another comeback again, dude. That's what we're gonna have to do, man. It's gonna be comeback, but after comeback after comeback. The only thing is, the first leg we're playing at their house. We cannot go there and get battered because that will be disaster to come back. We gotta go there, put in a shift, a epic defense shift, and maybe I don't know, score in, eke a goal, you know. Maybe a Rasmus goal. That would be great. But we cannot go there. Even if we go there and we lose 1-0, we have a chance. But we cannot go there and take like 3 or something like that. That would be a disaster. All right. Because already that game on Thursday, our hearts will be like, we'll be so anxious. It's going to be mad. So, yeah. And again, Athletic Bilbao, they're sitting, fifth or something. They've only lost 5 games compared to us. We have lost, I don't know, a whole bunch. So it's crazy. Norwich is saying, would you take Son or James Madison at Man United? Son. 100%. It's going to be Son for me. I hope Bodo beats Tottenham and we face them. That's what I'm saying, United FC or 7. I do not want an all-English final. I don't want to face Tottenham again because Tottenham, for some reason, these people look like they may have our number for some reason. I don't want that. So I don't want to face Tottenham. I don't trust some of these players. Oh yeah, child. We know that, dude. We don't trust 90% of these players. United 7 said, honestly, I really think the first half is gonna be 1-1. Then second half 2-1, we win, but we never do it easy. Oh. Dude, we come out of Atletico Bilbao with a win. Can you imagine how we're gonna be feeling? I mean, we will be on cloud 9. We go to Athletic Bilbao and come up with a win? Can we do it? I mean, we can do it. We are united. We're united, man. If we go there and simply just do our job, the players just do their job, then, we should be able to deal with them lots. As long as we don't lose, I think we will turn them over at Old Trafford. Oh my God, yes. Dude, right now at Old Trafford, you see Europa, it is a fortress, man. I mean, everybody that comes to that game, they're never going to leave early ever again. Because there were people who decided to leave early. They were outside the field when the 5 minutes happened. When we scored 3 goals. 3 goals in 5 minutes. Lyon game was rocking. Yeah, dude. It was amazing, man. I'm still buzzing. JP! What up, brother? United draw tomorrow. Rasmus, 0 goals. I think Rasmus is going to score tomorrow, man. All right. Guys, listen. Wait a minute. Guys, are you guys following Wrexham? Dude, I'm enjoying watching Wrexham. I haven't watched any of their games, but what they're doing, man. Wrexham is just, they're doing their thing, man. They're coming up, My chat on Bilbao. Okay, let's see. I'm enjoying, let's see, chat on Bilbao. Correct, Luther. they've lost only 5. Yeah, they've lost only 5, but half the team, half the teams they play in La Liga are bums. No offense. Just look how Anthony, a Prem winger, is carrying the Real Betis. Oh, listen, United FC07. People, did you see that? Are we talking with too much chest? um, United FC07 is telling us to listen. Yes, they've lost only 5 because the teams in La Liga are bums because they are making Anthony, our GOAT, the GOAT. Even Real Batista calling him the GOAT, the man. It shows you how bad that league is. Oh man, I hope that's not your famous last words. Oh, but yo, you got a point though. You got a point. Those defenders, man, the defenders in La Liga, they haven't found out how to deal with Anthony. But honestly, I'm loving what Anthony is doing out there because that's why you want these loans to go, right? Squeegee say Wrexham at the Man City of Lower League. Yeah, Wrexham 3 times promoted. Yeah, man, that's pretty crazy, man. Bournemouth 3, United 0. You think so? Do the check. No, we're not gonna lose tomorrow. I think it's gonna be a draw. The finals are in Bilbao Stadium. Yeah, the finals in Bilbao Stadium. Yeah. Wrexham, I thought they played unorthodox football. Dude, Wrexham, man, they've been promoted for the last 3 times. So they're rocking, man. I like the story because it's these Hollywood actors. They took over a really low league team, and help them get to where they are now, which is it's an very interesting story. So Squeegee, you're saying, is that how? I don't know the history of Man City. Is that how City was? Is that what you're saying, or I'm missing something? JP said Anthony the GOAT. Ciao. Wrexham have ambitious owners, not like United, just want to make money. That's true. Wrexham owners, those guys, you can see they're very invested in the team, the culture, the community. They want this team to win, And when I was watching an interview of Ryan Reynolds and the other guy today, they were like, listen, we're only here to help and do whatever we need to do, but we are not involved in any footballing decisions, right? Everything that is good with that team is all based, it's all because of the coach, right? The manager of the team. Like he's doing amazing work. So it's a good story, right? Because I don't remember being invested or watched any team come up like that, like back to back. That's pretty crazy. Via Vallecano, Leganés, they're bums. Via Vallecano, oh god, if it is Vallecano, Leganés, yeah. I think Ryan Reynolds own some part of Wrexham. Yeah. Southgate. They are. Those two, they own the club. Ryan Reynolds and I forgot the other guy's name. They are the owners of the club. They own the whole thing. And I think it was Ryan Reynolds' idea to go for Wrexham and brought in the other actor to say, hey, listen, man, let's go and get this project and see if we can make it work. Yeah. Rayo Vallecano, La Liga, rubbish. Just 3 teams. It's true. 3, yeah, because it's Madrid, Barca, and Athletic Madrid. Yeah, maybe Bilbao. Yeah. Let's see what Wrexham can do at OT. Yeah, they can't do nothing, man. Cristiano, dude, Cristiano scored again, man. He's now at 934 goals. What? That is crazy. Man, Cristiano, goal scoring machine. Wrexham is Prem in the next 3 seasons. Yep. I saw a clip. Troy Deeney was asked, what do you reckon Wrexham will be in the Premier League? He was like, never. And then they show another clip, seeing them climb. Now, when they get to the Championship, League One, League One is the one before the Premier League, right? So League One, they may get stuck there because I think it's a tougher league. I think because now they got promoted to the Championship, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, League One, they may struggle for a little bit. No, they're in League. Oh, they're in League One now. So which one is right before the Premier League? Championship is where they will struggle. Oh, Championship, that's when they struggle. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, they'll struggle there because those teams are better. Championship. Okay, cool. Yeah, they'll struggle at Championship because most of the teams in the Championship, they have kind of tasted the Premier League and they couldn't cut it. They got brought down. So, yeah, they're going to struggle there. Now, if they breeze through that, yeah, that'll be interesting. Basically, West Ham has so much more money. Yeah, they have so much more money than all the other competitors. They're just buying up all the best players for that league. Oh, really? Interesting, Squeegee. Okay, I'll see what you're saying. Oh, dude, if Xavi Alonso goes, United FC07, I think Xavi Alonso is going to be Real Madrid manager, man. What's today? I think today's game. Oh yeah, it could be Don Carlos' last game, right? But no, they still have. They could still win La Liga. I know, guys, we're all over the place, right? We're all over the place. There's no structure. We need to have structure. But again, my mind is all over the place. But yeah, so yeah, Ancelotti. No, he hasn't had a good season, man. He should just go ahead and pack his bags, go to Brazil, and start working there because I think he's going to be heading to Brazil national team after here, right? It's going to be very interesting to see him in the Brazil national team. United FC07 is saying it's the Prem, Championship, League One, League Two, Nations League. Pretty sure. Oh, okay. Thanks, United FC07. That could be a good video to do because I know there's a lot of people like myself who don't know how things flow. So, Prem, I'm writing it down. Champions, League One, League Two, National League. Okay, cool. We would beat Wrexham 7-0. No, we would not. Man United. Listen, man. Right now, I'm not confident with any team when it comes to facing United. You cannot trust us. Okay. Is this a Hala Madrid channel? No, man, it's not. Today, I wanted them to win, though. I wanted them to win, but what can you do? Yeah, let's go back to United, man. People, drop your predicted lineup for tomorrow's game. All right, JP just came in. Give us your predicted lineup for tomorrow's game. What is your score prediction? Are we winning? Is he going to go hard or start the kids? All right, what are you thinking? All right, I said earlier my thoughts. You guys let me know. All right, and if you saw those reports of Onana leaving, Ben Jacob kind of put cold water on those stories that he understands that Neom SC are not exploring a deal for Andre Onana. There is no interest in signing the Manchester United keeper. All right. I know you have a Ronaldo Madrid jersey in the closet. No. Actually, I don't. I wouldn't mind rocking it though. Ronaldo is my guy, man. He's the GOAT. I wouldn't mind rocking Ronaldo's jersey. Yeah. And Madrid, for me, Madrid is my second team. I like Madrid. All right. Onana has just bought a new. That's what I'm saying, Squeegee. He just bought a new house in Manchester. He ain't going anywhere. That's what I was saying, Squeegee. I said that yesterday. So but Squeegee, did you see these reports that this team, Neom SC, they're looking to take him to Saudi? Those news, they were going crazy earlier today. Breaking news, Onana exit and all this stuff, because there were reports this team, Neom FC SC, is about to be promoted to the league, like the Premier League of Saudi League, where the league that Ronaldo and them play. They're about to be promoted, so they may be coming for Onana to make them their goalkeeper. And apparently, Onana is open to the move to go to the Saudi League. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense. But my story, my thinking about Squeegee, about Onana buying that mansion, again, he says his family is happy in Manchester. Sometimes these millionaires, man, you can have mansions all over the place, and you know, whenever you have free time, you fly to Manchester, hang with your family and do whatever. At least you have a place to stay. But I don't think, honestly, I don't believe Onana is going to be leaving. Right? I don't think he's going to be leaving. The thing is, in order for him to leave, it's only the Saudis that can give us the money, because we need at least 30 million, right, for PSR situation. You know what I mean? But we in Europe, just different level, bro. We are higher than you. What do you mean, Norwich? You're higher than us. What team do you support now, Norwich? All right. What team do you support now? I thought the other day you were Man United. Now you're what? Uh, yeah. So you are in the garbage playing other better garbages. That's funny. Yeah, I've seen. I think he will stay in Manchester unless there's offer him stupid wages. Yeah, exactly. Um, and the thing is, attitude wise, of course, Onana is a liability, 100%. But I don't think he's the worst of the worst goalkeepers out there. This season, yeah, he's made mistakes. But I think because of our money situation, the goalkeeping side, it is important, but, they can probably kind of deal with it later, because we're already losing Heaton. All right. If we're losing Heaton, we're going to bring in a goalkeeper. So I don't see us bringing in two goalkeepers, because now if Onana leaves, it means you have to bring in two goalkeepers, right? One to cover Onana, one to cover Heaton. It's tough. Now, another one, if Bayendier also decides to leave, what are you going to do? Bayendier has World Cup in his sights, right? He wants to be Turkey number one. So he wants to have regular football. So that's, again, another tricky situation there. That's why I'm thinking with United, Onana loves being a Man United player. I know we saw reports that he's open for a move, but I don't think he's that kind of a guy. He's ready to pack up his bags and leave just because of the mistakes he has done, right? He's said before that it's not like overnight you become the worst goalkeeper ever, So, he has that belief in himself, and to be a number one at Man United, you gotta have something in you, because that jersey, according to Gary Neville, it's the hardest position in the Man United team, goalkeeper, because you are under constant scrutiny. You make a mistake, goals get conceded, you're gonna be the one taking all the blame and stuff. So yeah. Where is Oshman gonna get? Oshman is gonna go to the Saudi League, I think. Get his desired wages, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think with Oshman, I think it's gonna be the Saudi League. That's where he's gonna go, because that's what he wants. And yeah, we saw reports. Fabrizio confirmed why Premier League clubs are not really touching Oshman is because of his wage demands, right? He wants to get that money, because again, he's not getting any younger. He wants to make sure that he secures that big salary, right now, because again, if you sign him in the next, maybe give him like a 5-year contract, he wants to make sure he's, getting back, making bank, Nobody flying to Manchester for a holiday. Squeegee, listen, man, I know, but I see what you're saying. Nobody's flying to Manchester for a holiday. Yeah, true, especially if you're a millionaire, right? Yeah, so you got a point. You live in Manchester, so you got a point. So the story doesn't add up. Him buying a mansion and then this story coming up, he's going to Saudi. It doesn't make sense. All right, it doesn't make sense. But we shall see. Ornstein may come in with a bomber or Fabrizio, and everything will go bananas. But yeah, Oshman, apparently Premier League clubs are not touching him because of his crazy wages. He wants to get paid crazy money. And of course, United, they were like, nah, we're not going to do that anymore. All right, we're not going to bring in a player and have him demand crazy wages, whereas we're trying to get rid of these high-paid players, Rashi, Kase, Sancho, Anthony, all of them. They're trying to get rid of them that way to bring the wage bill down. And bringing it down, again, it's going to give us the ability to sign players using some of those wages, because it's going to be millions of dollars that we're saving. All right. He's supposed to Valladolid. That's funny. Oshman really wants all the money. He should go. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. PSG, they're not looking for him. PSG right now, the team they're setting up, I think PSG, I think they're going to be good for a while, because right now what Luis Enrique, the team is building, it's kind of young, kind of hungry players. There's no big egos in the team, right? So Osherman is going to be that guy if you bring him too high profile, maybe. So we may not see that at PSG. And listen, Mbappe leaves, now they could get to the finals of the Champions League, right? Won't it be crazy, right, if PSG go up and win the Champions League right after Mbappe leaves? It'll be crazy. I bet Plymouth Argyle would defeat Man United. They did it. No, they won't. Okay, I swear, if he goes to City, because City has that 1 billion in the back. Yeah, that'll be crazy. Jackie, maybe 500 million, right? Norwich has only won like 4 to 5 times versus us. Neymar, Regen, yeah. I want Inter treble. Inter, they're not gonna get a treble, man. They lost. Again, we're all over the place. Inter, they lost against Milan. So I think that treble talk is gone, dude. Yeah, Inter lost. And then also, I think PSG also got knocked out of Coupe de France or something. So it's been very interesting. Like Inter, they were rocking. They were going for the treble. They lost against AC, Milan Derby. So the treble dream is gone. PSG, they also lost, I think, yesterday against I forgot the name. I think it was like Nantes or something like that. So it's crazy. Those will be scenes, bro. Those will be scenes. Barca might win a treble. Now Barca, they have a chance because they have the Copa del Rey. If they win the La Liga and if they win the Champions League, oh my days, that'll be crazy. Hansi Flick. Listen, man, I've always liked Hansi Flick. People, smash the like button. Okay, tap that, smash the like button, man. If you haven't done so already. And again, if you're joining us, if you're new, of course, you guys know me. I'm Luther. PSG already won League. Yeah, they've already won that. Yeah, PSG lost to Nice. Yeah, they lost to Nice. There you go. So, and they lost like by 3 goals. What? Is it Nice? Sir Jim team, right? So Sir Jim defeated PSG. Yeah, I think Nice. Yeah, Nice is our sister. Can we call it a sister team? I don't know. But anyway, they're owned by our owner, partial owner, whatever you want to call him, right? Interesting. Yeah, I see that. So yeah, stranger things have happened. People smash a like, hit that subscribe button, and again, you are at the right place, as Tony says it there. That's what's up. We beat PSG. Yeah. Next season, right? When you're in the Champions League, yeah, we'll beat them for sure. We've done it before, of course. PSG is a small team, man. I just earlier before jumping on here, I was watching the Ruben Amorim, the embargo portion of the press conference today. Of course, he gave us the information that obviously Dalot, Matthias de Ligt, they're all going to be out. He also talked about you don't really want to start the kids in all these games because they're not ready and all this stuff. But he also said, he was asked today, are you regretting your decision to, become Man United manager or coach? He said something like, at the beginning, those couple of days, whatever, yes, because things were not going right. But now, as he's getting to the end, he's saying, he's glad that he went through that, because whatever moves, whatever decisions they're making now, they're going to make us better in the future, right? So, at the beginning, yeah, he kind of was like, what the did I come here for? But now he's like, listen, we went through the tough times, and he did say that, listen, we knew that we're gonna go through some tough times with this team, but whatever decisions they're making, he even talked about, even he mentioned that in January, when we let Rashi go, Anthony go, who else left? Yeah, Rashi and Anthony. He said, yeah, when we let our attackers go and we did not bring anybody in, it was risky, but it was one of those things that kind of, we had to go through that, or we had to deal with it, because in the long run we're going to be better for it. So, he kind of understands what the decisions they were made, and he was part of those decision making, right? So, listen, I hope it works out for Ruben Amorim, man. I hope it works out, because what he was put through, it was through the ringer with this team, right? Ruben Amorim, he said, listen, I think fans are special. I know people understand that we are trying to do what we are trying to do, but I also know that this moment, without results and sometimes without performances, the support of the fans will finish next season, right? He was asked about the fans, right? He was like, yo, Ruben, how are you feeling about the fans always singing, Ruben Amorim, gonna be the joy again, right? They're always supporting you, right? But he said, yeah, the support is good to see, but because the fans know we are working towards something. But again, he's saying, yeah, like next season, that support will go away, because they'll be like, yo, you have had preseason, you've had your players. What the heck? All right. Where are the wins? Amorim made this relegation type team turn somewhat prem class. Yeah. In a way, he kind of did. In a way, he kind of did. In a way, he kind of did, because honestly, defensive in the midfield, we don't get cut open like we did with Ten Hag, right? We don't get cut open like that. Most of the goals that we conceded were mistakes, like silly mistakes, Onana mistakes, set piece, cutbacks. Nothing that what we went through with our boy Eric Ten Hag. Ruben Amorim on Rashford to return from Villa on loan. He said all players on loan will return, and then the club will decide what to do at the end of the season. The talent of Rashford, Anthony, we are really happy, because if you put players on loan, you want them to perform. All right. So again, he confirms that those boys will be back. All right. We'll be back. And honestly, yeah, they're going to come back, but we need to find a quick way to get them out of the door. I see a quote now on talking about if he regrets joining Manchester United. Ruben Amorim said, no regrets. We suffered a lot. There was a lot of frustration, a lot of pain, but we are going to use all the information to better prepare ourselves for the coming years. So no regrets at all. Squeegee is saying, Amorim, the boys will come good next season once we have a fully fit team with some backing in the transfer market this summer. We only need a few key positions, Kuna being one of them. There you go, Squeegee. Striker and midfield. Yeah. So guys, again, Squeegee is our match going fan at Manchester United. So he is our boots on the ground. All right, he's there watching the games, seeing these players. You know, so yeah, of course, striker for sure. So Squeegee, are you happy with the links of Delap? Because most likely it's going to be Delap, people, right? It's going to be Delap as our striker. Midfielder, I like the fact that we're linked with this kid Ederson. I haven't really watched him like that, but I've seen some of his clips. He's a good as a 6, as an 8, box to box. He has a good engine in him, good on the ball. So definitely he's going to be a huge player coming to our team. And whenever we sign midfielders, man, I get excited because honestly, that Ugarte signing, we have been looking for that player like him to cover that number 6 for the longest time. So when last season we solved that problem, it was really good. All right. Squeegee saying, I think we need a more experienced striker, 100%. He's only 21. Yeah. We need a leader up there, physical presence. Yeah. Dude, I'm right there with you. And a lot of us, that's what we want Osherman. But our owners that Ornstein confirmed that Osherman is not part of the agenda, which is really frustrating to see because honestly, Osherman fits that bill. You need a presence. You need someone who can, dictate things and say, hey, Ganacho, Bruno, Dalot, you need to find me. Don't take shots at the box. You're not going to score from all the way out there. All right. Ganacho, stop being selfish. And if you do that, listen, you're going to have to deal with me. Just like if you guys remember, Ruud van Nistelrooy was that striker. He was one of those strikers he kept on going at, the reason why he left Man United is he kept on going at Ronaldo, right? Because Ronaldo was taking too many step overs and being selfish. And there's occasions where Ruud van Nistelrooy went at Cristiano Ronaldo, and Sir Alex had to, get rid of Ruud. Check that story. I think based on my memory, I think that's how things transpired, right? There's many stories out there where they were going at Cristiano because when Cristiano came, he was doing a lot of step overs. You know how Cristiano swag, and Ruud van Nistelrooy was not taking that. He was sitting at the box ready to receive, and then he's sitting there like he's watching dude doing step overs instead of crossing the ball, right? So it's one of those. Yeah. FC7, Liam Delap, Edison. I don't know how to spell his name, and Cunha. Yeah, I think, dude, we get those three, we'll be all right, man. Ugarte was an underrated signing. Yeah, he was very underrated, and people still hate on him. I don't understand why, because dude, Ugarte is a good player, man. He's a good player. Because people are saying, well, then why does Luis Enrique was not using him at PSG? We signed. It's crazy the way our Man United fan community sometimes they can get on our own players. It's ridiculous, right? Gyökeres, us only 25, so not much experience. Gyökeres is gonna go to Arsenal, man. I think Gyökeres is gonna go to Arsenal. From what I see, it's gonna go to Arsenal. Because especially Arsenal now, they have the ex-Sporting, I think director of football or something. I think he's going to go to Arsenal. Dembele would cost 100 million. Yeah. Could he? That's why it won't happen, FC. Yeah. Squeegee, our midfield is okay. No, our midfield is really, we're going to be losing Eriksen. So we have to bring a midfielder, right? So we're losing Eriksen. We got to bring in a midfielder. That's one of those that we definitely have to. We just need replacements for you see Eriksen and Kasse. I should have read the whole thing. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. So so we definitely need, and again, whatever midfield we bring, they need to be able to cover an Eriksen position, a Bruno position, right? They need to be versatile like that. And that's what Ruben Amorim's signings they've been there have been players who are very versatile in different positions. Dogu can play as a right wing back and as a left wing back, right? So, and Edison can play as a 6, can play as an 8, you know, and I think maybe could even do as an attacking midfielder. So, and that's good. Ericsson can get him for 15 million, probably Lindelof 10 to 5. Yeah. Cassie 20 plus. No, Lindelof is living for free. Lindelof is living for free, contract expired. Ericsson living for free. So, but we're going to benefit from their salaries, right? Whoever we sign, they're not going to be getting the Ericsson salary or Lindelof salary. So, based on the salary that we're going to be saving, we're going to be using that money on that. We can get a solid 35 to 45 million from those three. Yeah, no, man, we're not going to get money from Ericsson or Lindelof, dude. They're leaving for free. Contract is over. But we're not going to sell Kase. Yeah, Kase, dude, if someone comes for Casemiro, they will need to give us, again, quite a bit of money too, because Casemiro still has 2 years in his contract left. So who's going to pay? I don't know how much. Maybe upwards of what, 30 or 40 million or something for Casemiro. I don't see that. But if nobody comes for Kase, I'm really okay with him staying because he has shown us. Now Ruben Amorim has said, listen, now I know how to use Casemiro. That's why Casemiro is starting all these games, you know. So meaning going forward, Casemiro can still perform for us, right? But of course, we still need to get somebody else to cover Ericsson's position, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying, okay, gotcha. Cass is still on. I am not leaving, trying to stay and finish my career. Yeah, man. You know, he wants to win stuff. Casemiro could probably cost 30 to 40 million. Yeah, so who's going to pay 30 to 40 million right now for Casemiro? Casemiro is also on a 300,000 a week contract. Dude, only the Saudi can pay that money. He's not ready to go to Saudi yet. So, yeah. I mean, our money maker would be Garnacho for sure. That could be one to sell and get money. He will see his contract out for sure. Yeah, he's going to see his contract out, Casemiro, man. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely going to see his contract out. But if he can pull out of his bag things that he did in that Lyon game where he refused to lose and he said, you know what? Today is not the day that we end our season. I'm here for it, man. Let him do what he do. Let him do what he do, because without Casemiro in that game against Lyon, we were done, right? And that shows you when you have that experience. AKS 97. What's going on, man? Love is in the house. What up? What up? See you 97. Yeah. Casemiro to start. People, again, AKS, you're just coming in. Give us your predicted lineup for tomorrow as we are gearing to jump out of here, man. Give us your predicted lineup for tomorrow. Squeegee, what is your predicted lineup for tomorrow's game, man? Are we winning? Let us know. He's a solid player. Just next season, his game time will be reduced massively. That's a fact, 100%. Yeah, especially if we bring in another solid midfielder. Yeah, game time will be hugely reduced. Now, if we do qualify for Champions League football, then of course you need a bigger squad, right? If we don't, then the squad needs to be trimmed down because obviously we're playing less games, right? But if we do qualify, yeah, of course he's gonna have to rotate and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. But my score prediction for tomorrow's game, guys, I'm always gonna go with Man United 2, Bournemouth 1. All right, that is my score prediction. Again, my lineup for tomorrow, we're going to start with the number 1 shot stopper, Andre Onana, Maguire, Lenny Yoro, and Mazraoui, my back 3. Midfield 4, it's going to be Harry Amas on the left. My 2, it's going to be Ugarte, Casemiro, and Drogu on the right. My 2 10s, Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes up top. Rusmus. You know, yeah, that's how I'm gonna go. Yes, I do want Mainoo to start, but I don't know if he's gonna start. Obviously, Mount is gonna get some game time. Mount is looking. He has a fire in his belly. I like that. So Squeegee said it's a 2-2. We're gonna score 2 goals. All right. All right. United FC 7 is a 1-0 win. Tony 2-1. United. That's what I'm talking about. United FC 7. Hold on. Let me see some replacements for Casemiro if we ever sign. All right. Squeegee, hope we get that win though. Dude, I'm telling you, we need to get that win because if we win, we can get to 13th. All right. The higher we go, it's more money in our pockets, people. You know what I mean? He may rest for Thursday. No, but the thing is, who are you going to rest? Squeegee, who are you resting for Thursday? AKS, you say Onana, Euro, Lindelof? Sure. What? If he can start Casemiro, Amas, Dogu, Ugarts, Ericsson, Mount, and Hoyland. Okay. So the reason is I'm saying that I think he's going to go hard. Pause. On the game tomorrow because these players haven't played for a week, right? He cannot afford the starters to be on ice that long. He needs the starters to have that to be game ready, right? So most likely we're going to see a strong team to start tomorrow, right? Because the next time we play, it's on Thursday, right? The last time we played was a week ago. So he needs to start these guys because you, as a football player, you don't want to be on ice that long because you lose that rhythm, you know. So I know we risk injuries, but he's gonna start. He's gonna have a starting lineup. Rasta Stocks, what's going on, man? Yeah, dude. I was watching that game, man. Madrid disappointed us today, man. Yeah, they did not show up. Bro, that was Coiler's injury. Dude, I don't know, man. They haven't been telling us much about Coiler's injuries, man. Yeah, it's disappointing for the kid. Yeah, he definitely had a promise. So again, typical United, man. We always have these crazy injuries. We're like, yo, what the hell? You know, I know some people do not like Dalot, right? But honestly, guys, Dalot being out for the season, that is, to me, I find it disappointing because the guy has been fit this entire time, and we're going to definitely miss him. I feel we're going to miss him because he gives us something. And I think his game has gotten slightly better as the season is progressing. So losing him, it's not a good it's not a good look because now you're forcing Ruben Amorim in that European game to start. Who are you going to start? Harry Amas as one of your wingbacks? I don't know, right, people? Because I honestly I don't want to see Mazraoui as a wingback. You know, I don't want to see Mazraoui as a wingback. Mazraoui as a center back, right center back, I think is perfect there. All right. So if that's not if Mazraoui stays there, then it means you're starting Harry Amas on the left and Dogo on the right. Now, Harry Amas, honestly, when he came in that Lyon game, he held his own. The kid looks comfortable. All right. But that's a lot of pressure on him. Right. Rasta saying Madrid and United are in the mud. Honestly, big time, dude. Big time. United FC 7 said back from scouting Luis Fiorentino looks actually decent. He has 25. He's 25 and plays for Benfica, 3 GA as a CDM in 25 matches. Okay, United FC 7. Luis Fiorentino. Let me do a quick scouting of my own. Luis Fiorentino. Let's Google the guy. Okay. Interesting. Of course, I think we're definitely gonna raid the Portuguese league for some of their players. And definitely CDM 3 goal. Yeah, I'm gonna check some of his uh, clips and see what it can do. But interesting, man. Interesting. Yeah, definitely the transfer window is going to be interesting. We're going to see what we want to do in the window. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to win, man. We have to win tomorrow. But again, Bournemouth, they're going to give us a hard time tomorrow. All right. It should be worth 25 to 45 million. That's a kind of high price. But we're linked with Edison for that position, though. Oh, it could be our second Bruno. Dude, our second Bruno is that kid from River Plate, Matatuono or something. Did you guys see him? Is it Matsuono? The 18-year-old. He's about to turn 18 next in August. Matsuono. You know, the one that they call the next Messi, whatever. Yeah, that kid. That is the next Bruno. Matsuono or something like that. Yeah, that kid is going to be the next Bruno. That's why United is all trying to get him signed up big time, because that kid, man, if you see his highlights, he is fire. And this kid at 17, he is a starter for River Plate. Guys, River Plate is a big, big, big team. This kid is a starter for them. All right. And he's doing a madness over there. So, yeah. And he can also play multiple positions too. This kid can even play as a 9, you know. So he's one of those, like, as a profile player in Amarant's system, that kid. So, yeah. I think that is Bruno's heir right there. But anyway, we shall see, man. People, listen, tomorrow we're going to be here. Let's watch this game together. Show up if you can. All right. Guys, you guys have been legends. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, people. Adios. Peace. See you.